So I want to talk about something that some of us may be familiar with and some of us may not be familiar with. Something I'm going to call delayed favor. And delayed favor to me is when God has placed favor on your life, but you don't even know it because you're too busy, stuck in a position that only you put yourself in. Um, Say, for instance, you're on a job that's something that you're just not all that interested in anymore for whatever reason, and you have you've prayed about it, you talked to God about it, about leaving the job, you've talked to co-workers about it, family members, friends about it, or whatever, but for some reason something is still holding you there. Well, nothing holding you there but yourself, because if you do right by God, God blesses us in ways that we probably never imagined. We put ourselves in a position to hold ourselves back because we feel like we owe it to something, or to the job, that we belong there for a longer period of time than we supposed to be. And I've experienced that. I think I mentioned that before about the time that I stayed at a school way longer than I was supposed to be there. And so I had been praying and talking to God about, removing me from the situation. Situation being the school and all the chaos and the mess and just the stress that came along with it. So in doing so, when I would talk to the manager would constantly say, well, every time you get ready to put in a transfer, the transfer period it's cut off until this time of the year. And then once that time of the year come around, they will tell you, so we'll just sit down and see if things changed and stuff, and if you changed your mind and want to stay. And every time that time come around, I will feel like I owe it to them to stay there. I will completely change my mind just for them, not really for myself. So I was pretty much holding myself back from moving into a different direction, from moving a step higher. But God had already placed a position there for me a long time ago. It was me holding myself back there. And I got to the point where I said, well, I just can't do this no more. I don't feel like that I belong there. I hadn't felt that way in so long. So what I had to do was put in for a leave of absence. And then God was like, no, you're not going to put in a leave of absence because you don't need a leave of absence. You just need to pick up your feet and leave there. And so once I went and sat and talked with the supervisor again, and I said, well, I'm just going to go ahead and take a leave of absence because this job is getting way too stressful for me to come here and deal with the same things every day. And I don't want it to take a toll on my health. I'm too young to be dealing all this here. And then it wasn't just taking a toll on my health. It was taking a toll on me mentally. And I just felt like I was dealing with a lot of verbal abuse. And I know that I didn't deserve it. I didn't do anything to deserve it. None of the other workers did anything to deserve it. And they was going through it as well. But it's like all of us had the mind frame of like we were punishing ourselves to just stay in a position just to please the people that was in a higher position than us, the supervisor, the managers, or whatever. So once I, kind of like threatened them with the leave of absence, that's when they gave me the go ahead on to, well, you could just go ahead on and leave then. And this is all we have available now. And I was like, I take it. I didn't even care. I just took that other position that was available. And once I got there, I just felt like a huge weight lifted off of my shoulder, because it was so much better than what I had been putting myself through for so long. And I'm like, this is what I've been missing out on. I could have been left away from them and been here. Like, where this been all my life? This is what I've been waiting for. So I didn't even feel, I just felt different once I, started being in a whole nother atmosphere. So I call that delayed favor. And nobody is stopping you from, moving to the next level but your own self. You stopping your own blessings when you keep yourself on a job that's really not even for you. And I'm not meaning it's not for you like the skills wise and experience, I'm talking about it's just not something that's for you spiritually. And you know when it's time for you to get up and move into another direction. So if you know better, you do better. And if you do right by God and you know that God is a blessing you, like if you know it and you've already received this, then there's no need to be afraid to pick up your feet and move on to the next level. Get out of your own way. Nothing stopping you from moving to the next level but yourself. And I went through that, probably almost 5.5 years ago. And I do not, I think about it a lot, like using that as, I can use that experience. I could even use it as a testimony for some folks. So if you ever feel like you're stuck in a position that you know is not for you, and you know in your heart that God got something better for you, and what's for us is for us, but we gotta claim it. And a lot of times we just delay our favor because we don't claim things when we, when it's there for us. Once it's presented there for us, once God opened that door, go through it. And nothing's stopping you from going through that door but yourself. And that's all I really wanted to talk about. It's something that was on my mind today, and I just thought I would share that with y'all. But I'll call it delayed favor. And ain't nobody in your way but yourself. Get out of your own way and claim what's yours. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I will talk to y'all later. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the video. I'll talk to y'all later.